Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Friday Night Hangouts, the most inconsistent live stream we're currently watching. Hold on, I will be right back. I gotta fix my door back there. There we go. That should be a little better. I like that big cavern yawning and opening behind me like that. So, all right. Yeah, completely random. I did not intend to even stream tonight. Hey, Kenneth, what's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. As y'all know, I've been taking a break from YouTube in my protest of their demonetization of my channel. So I didn't even bother doing a thumbnail. I decided I'd go ahead and do it. I haven't done it in a few weeks. So, hey, what's going on, Grand? Good to see you. Good to see you. Excuse me, I was doing some work earlier on a new game that I have. All right, I think we're good there. And I didn't even clean up my workstation here, so. Sounds like it's sounding okay. All right, so I can mute that. I can get ready, get rid of the earphones. Yeah, my protest is still silently going. Hey, what's going on, Daniel Barry Sports? You know, it's funny. I stepped away for a while, and I had more people like in the chat when I didn't even announce I was going to do a show. I'm glad y'all can make it. And sorry about my absence. Not like my absence is any loss to anybody, but I just, you know, as you well know, Grand, I'm over YouTube and the nonsense thereof. So we'll see. I'll probably reapply in February to see if I can actually get someone to explain what the issue was. But yeah. And then if not, I probably will just I'll leave the channel up, but I probably won't add content very often. So it happens. But yeah, so good times. Got a new package came in today. I've been looking forward to this. Showing it came in. I've not seen this. Gosh, I don't know if I've ever seen it in its entirety. I remember watching it early 80s, but, you know, as a little kid, I didn't care too much about it. Yeah, I used to have Adam Britton interview back before we knew about his infamy. So, heard 10% make dummy screams, give Dave did. Well, only thing I'm due is more subscribers, right? Or a monetized channel. Nah, nothing's owed. Like I said, it's no big deal. I got plenty of things to do in the real world. I don't really have to worry about that. I don't know why it's not focusing very well. But, and the funny thing is, it's not a cheap webcam. This is like a $100+ webcam when I bought it. But it's never focused well in like the not like perfect lighting. So, what are you going to do? So I got something to watch over the next few days. A little Shogun action. I've read the book I don't know how many times, but we'll see how it stacks up to the book. Of course, they almost never do. One of the big reasons I got, though, is Toshihiro Mifune's in this. So for those of you who don't know who that is, that's maybe the most famous Japanese actor of all time. He was the star of Yojimbo, The Man with No Name, star of Sanjuro. He was... I'm trying to remember his name. He was in Seven Samurai, too. Why can't I think of it now? It's like Kuchio or something like that. But great movies. And in fact, I was just watching a little bit of that this afternoon. I always rewatch like those three all the time. Terminate YouTube channel with extreme prejudice. Well, it may happen. You never know. So, but so good news. I sold 2 guitars. Got rid of those. Oh no, 1 guitar. I'm sorry. I gave one of them away to my little brother. But so I got one of the acoustic sold, and I'm down just 1 acoustic. So that's good too. You know, getting rid of some of the extra weight. It just they pile up so fast. And guitars are like Doritos. You can't just eat just one, right? So, but yeah, glad y'all can make it tonight, and glad you stopped by on my very impromptu stream. And I don't know how long I'll be on tonight, but just kind of just come out and see how you guys are doing. It's been a while. Wait, how's work? How's church? How's this new Xmas stuff going on in church? Tale of Three Maggie. Work is going great. Right now is our slow time because schools are out, so no training really going on. So it's a good time to recoup. And so not really working much right now. Doing some background stuff for the business, but other than that, be a lot of work come January though already. Drinking cherry Coke tonight. Got from the Dollar Tree. This is good size. This impulse buy. I usually don't buy Coke products, but church is great. I'll be teaching the teens class, which is kind of funny. That's what I do for a living now. The next 2 Sundays. I always enjoy doing that, bringing a cool lesson to them, and try to get them to interact. And the church, I think they already did their church play. I've been sick the last couple of weeks anyway, so I wasn't doing any of the church activities. So I think they already had their play, and their I know they had their Christmas dinner because they did that like at the beginning of the month. So not a whole lot left going on, other than of course the big Sunday. Big Steve, what's going on, brother? Drummer to the stars in the chat. Good to see you. Glad you can make it. Not gigging tonight, I see. We're drinking a day is day bigger than the average day. It's funny. I was listening to Nick Menza earlier and thinking about you, Steve. That guy's amazing. My gosh, I don't know how he does it. But I was listening to Megadeth on the. I actually made a 4-hour trip. I went down to Bridgeport today, pick up a new machine. So picked up Marvel Superheroes, which should put something of that on IG so people can see it. Doing Christmas stuff, yeah, that's good. Oh, I was gonna. Well, you won't be able to see it well. Hold on, I'll show it to you. My new guitar came in, so I got rid of my other acoustic. This is my electric acoustic, Orangewood Mason, and freaking awesome guitar. Love this thing. I've been playing on it like for a week. I love the inlays, but I have not watched anything, but I have spent very little time on the internets this last week, so maybe with this week I'll have a little more time. Megadeth music for the devil worshippers. No, Megadeth is actually Dave Mustaine's a Christian, and he will not play with bands that reference Satan or have like anti-God in their lyrics and or their band name. It's kind of interesting. Like he won't tour with them. So, let's see. I'm going to post something real fast here. Let's see. I got people sending me messages too. Oh no, let's see. You gotta. What the heck? Whoa. Sorry, you can't see what I'm looking at, but I'm looking at pictures that Steve sent me of an Explorer. He looks like he had an Explorer from Epiphone too, so it's like a middle range guitar. Usually they're this. I can't tell you for sure. If this is set neck, this is probably $600 to $800 guitar, and in shipping, I guess is what happened. They completely busted the headstock off. You gotta be trying hard to do that. I wonder what they did. Sorry, brother, man. Hopefully They won't give you any issues. That's crazy, man. Hold on, I will be right back. I gotta turn the light on real quick. Sorry about that. It's inclusive olive drab. FedEx strikes again. Man, oh man. I hope they insured it well. Let's see. Mr. Steve Ashton. Hello, hello. I have ordered an At Games Legend for the new year. Hello from across the pond. Congratulations on a great machine. In fact, you can see it right there. My At Games Legend is great. I got Coinox X going on it. I have thousands of games on it. It's a great machine, and it's a really reasonable price. And it's funny because I was telling people, and I know you can't really see it too well in here probably, but I have like 14 machines in the arcade now or whatever it is. But I could basically play every single game I have on all these other cabinets just on the Legends. So I think you'll enjoy it. Did you get the pinball or did you get the At Games Legends? So there's Legends Pinball, which you also see over there, but I have both. I love both. And you can play all the pinball games on the At Games Legends unit. In fact, the newer ones come with the flippers. You can see them on the side over there. So you can actually just play pinball on that. Let's see. But glad you could make it in. And it's fitting that guitar is olive drab because now that's your personality for the holidays, right? Your mood. Man, I'll be so bummed. At least you know it's rosewood in the neck because it's all broken. You can see it. Let's see. Oh, okay. So you got the pinball. Yeah, my pinball machine, my At Games Legends pinball is right there. I have probably 50% of the game packs for it. There's like 2 of the 50 packs or the 25 game packs I may purchase. I just wait for them to go on sale. But great unit. I absolutely love that unit. I don't care about the 4K. I know it just came out, which kind of bums me out that I bought this, but I'm glad I didn't spend like all these months not having it because it's like the best machine in here, really. It probably gets most play of all of my machines. Let me just check one more thing. So we're going to do this and this. Oops. Sorry. Okay. Oh, let's see. Top 3 or 5, 10 holidays movies and why you should watch them too. I'm not really a holiday movie kind of guy, so I'm not sure how to answer you on that. Like, there's no Christmas movies that I have that I really want to watch, or Well, there's the Nativity Story. If you like that. Or it is that time of year, right? Or Jesus. There you go. So really, there's no real holiday movies that I'm partial to. So, yeah. I'm not much help on that one. In the opinion of this soldier, it's all that dang gangster rap and those video games that are desensitized to use violence. They've been saying that for a long time, haven't they? A lot of times people forget about those westerns and stuff back from the 40s and 50s when people were gunned down every episode, But so violence is nothing new. There's just more access to it. Now, whether it desensitizes, who knows? I've been a gamer all my life. I've never felt the urge for any ultra violence. So, in the words of Little Alex. Okay. I'm a bit of a what are the best newer tables? I'm not much of 60s, 70s tables. Yeah, those older ones, man. Wow, I love the look of them. But the play is just terrible on almost all of them. And they were designed to be quarter munchers, so it's really unfair. So I really mostly just like the recreated tables, in all honesty. More of a Tim Adams Family, etc. Yeah, those there's some really cool ones. And the cool thing about the Legends pinball machine is you can hook a PC up to it. I haven't done it yet. And then there's I forget what app it is out there, but it's basically there's like thousands of pinball games that you can download there. Like Batman Forever looked really cool. Really cool. They're always designing new ones. So a lot of good stuff there. I just love the unit. It's so flexible. Honestly, if I had the pinball and the Games Legends, I don't need any of the arcades in the house, right? I take care of everything. Terminator. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned, or Terminator. Predator. That video has still only got 83 views. Every scene that the Predator was on film or even heard in original Predator, it shows you what YouTube is doing to the channel, right? They will not let me push certain things. I have a Beatles, top 20 Beatles video I did. I spent I don't know how many hours, 12 hours in the editing chair doing it, right? It's got less than 100 views. There's no possible way any Beatles-related content's going to get that few views. They've buried it in the algorithm, and they do not like me. Maybe I should start swearing or drinking or doing stupid things on video. Maybe then they'd like me. Hide my Jesus sign, I don't know what the case is, but it's interesting. The channel it's always been so weird. What works and doesn't work. But I have my Garrick video, my top 10 Garrick. It's almost 100,000 views. And I've been demonetized. We're actually making money on YouTube with that pretty well. And they demonetized me very shortly after. So I just can't win for losing, but small potatoes. It really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, like a couple of those older tables I really love, what was one I liked a lot? Hippie. There's a table called Hippie I really like, but the games last a minute. It's not fun. So it's because others have done what you did in regards to Predator. That's overkill, no offense. Yeah, but they all get thousands or hundreds of thousands of views. Even if it's oversaturated. Same thing with my Friday 13th Jason I'm asking. I've seen other videos to do something similar, and they keep climbing. So I don't know, man. It's just there's something going on. And overkill, but I get fun there. I have been to the Cavern Strawberry Field. I have a family living near there. YouTube is a strange thing. The Cavern Club. You probably won't be able to see it. Maybe I can turn the light on here. Hold on. If you look slightly above me here, And behind me, you might see I'm a bit of a Beatles fan. And it's funny because there's a channel. He's like got 100,000 subscribers, big channel. Mike Pacelli. He does a great series. I think his whole channel is dedicated to the Beatles, and he just recreates every song they do, and he tells you all the nuts and bolts of it, every chord, every note, how it's played, where they improvise a little bit. Great channel, but it was funny because I think the last one he did was Ticket to Ride, and he was telling doing this inner walkthrough of how they did it, and I think he was mentioning that they laid that whole song out in 3 hours, and I know that's pretty common for them, right? And these songwriters, it's like. And I think someone in the comments was like, you got groups today or musicians or singers or celebs today that couldn't do that in 3 weeks, with a whole team of people. And 2 guys would sit down in front of a piano and an acoustic guitar and knock out classics like that. So, please tell me you're not so naive. Oh, Wayne, yeah. Good old Wayne. Ukulele Mock. They, I think they made reference to that in Mist of Pandaria from World of Warcraft. Thundar the Barbarian has his own comic too, as I recall. But yeah, so I'm a bit of a Beatle maniac, as you might say. So. It's fun. My mom and dad went to watch them back in the day, and my dad said they won't take off. Yeah, and it's hard to tell because back then, if you watch them live, the sound wasn't always that good. But of course, once again, their amps were minuscule. Like, we're basically playing on practice amps back then. They couldn't get over the crowd noise, but I mean, there's definitely a lot of studio magic involved. I'm the first to admit that with the Beatles, but just I don't know, so much amazing talent. I'll see you soon, dude. There, Steve. Hopefully that guitar gets back to you, and they replace it post haste. That's absolutely ridiculous. FedEx should be paying off like a lawsuit on that one, because I mean, you have to be trying. Did they run over it with their truck? I mean, I can't think of too many other ways that you could break one. It's strong. It's not even broke at the scarf joint. It just completely snapped right there at the headstock. That's just nuts. It was fun. If you want to... And it's funny about the Beatles is, this is probably way out of tune, but like even the earlier stuff is so technical and hard to play, and like even like I don't know how Paul did it on some songs. I was trying to learn the bass line for Saw Her Standing There, and like the main overarching beat is, I gotta remember it again. Yeah, you probably won't be able to hear it, but. Because I don't got it plugged in, but it's like something like I don't know how he keeps up with it. That's not with any chains ups, but it's so fast, and he's singing the whole time and keeping time. It's just, I don't know, you don't make them like that anymore. And if you watch these the breakdown videos, man, their music is just. It's a lot more complex than people give it credit for. Like, they go crazy with chords. They just, weirdest stuff, man. F minor diminished and all, and, oops. But the bass line, I've always wanted to learn it, but I'm not really good enough to play it. Oop. Not well for long, anyway. It's, I'm trying to play it hard so you can hear it, too, but, because we're not plugged in, but... Nope. Oh, bad note. So, it's such a fun group. Where will we be without music? The liturgical moments that define our lives and allow us to retreat for a moment to recharge and carry on. It's kind of true, you know. Some people like to commute after work. because it gives them a chance to recharge and kind of, reset after a long day. It was mostly the way it was packed up. ZZ Sounds didn't do a good job on their end, but I'm sure FX didn't help. It's probably a mix. And the bad part is, they're, these Orangewood guitars, the first one I had got from them was $130. That thing was rock solidly packed, right? So there's no excuse that an Epiphone or a Gibson is not, crated, basically, You have a great Christmas as well, Steve. Tell Chris I said hi, and, we'll have to hang out. Maybe come over for New Year's or something. Try and get something together at the house. I'll get the movie room fired up and the arcade. Beatniks would call that cool, man, cool, and you gotta snap your fingers. Now play Rock Around the Xmas Tree, yeah. I don't know what the bass line of that is, actually. I think it's more in an A. Yeah, that sounds right. That's higher, I think. Oh, Mr. Roykirk, welcome, sir. A pleasure doing business with you. If I actually had anything to sell, yeah, I can't remember. I don't know what that exact bass line is. But whatever the case may be. So getting back to what the other Steve was saying, I like the Beatles. And their music is way harder to play than people think. And there's a reason why a lot of cover bands don't play their music. I didn't even dress up for the show. I'm just my lounging around clothes, and I wasn't even going to stream tonight. And then I got thinking about all those great people out there in Chatland. I was like, I can't stay away for too long. And it's like a tool, but... Let's see, YouTube to Dave, etc. Memo, Bispinator, Delicatum. It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You stole fuzzy lifting drinks. Sweet's guest on the FSF podcast is legendary animator, 80s animator Thomas Cook. I'm sure Jackson's a big fan. That's his era of comics, too, a little more. Mike Zeck is going to be doing a tour of, speaking of 80s artists, he's going to be doing a tour of Australia, I read, really recently. And he hasn't done a lot of shows in the last few years. UA. Sorry. Maybe my chat speaks a little off, I don't know. But did I play badly? Yes, very, very badly. That is a given. But unless you're Oasis, I got it now. I should have known that, right? I did not realize they're the second biggest all-time selling British act, I think, after Beatles or Queen. That's incredible to me. They had their little heyday over here. I don't know how big they were over there, but you didn't hear from them after a year or two over here. So, isn't that crazy? And after all, mostly just chords too. I think. What was that? No, it was later. Today's gonna be the day that we're running all back to you. Oh, no offense to the Gallaghers, I'm sure. Hey, they went out and did what they did, right? And made a lot of money. And actually, hats off to them. And just because I don't know their album, I don't know if any of their songs were good. I didn't really care for the radio stuff too much, but they sold a lot of tickets, so they were doing something right? In fact, I had a friend, a buddy of mine, his they had a bar band, you know, and they always played a song or two in their set. So why not, right? But they should have played Beatles. Because the Beatles did, not only did they do pop well, but they just did music well. Hey, Kaz, what's going on? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Glad you can make it. You're up late. Usually you're off to bed by this point. Oh, get it off, get it off, get off me, you hobo humping slowbo babe. You always have the best quotes there, Grand. And behaving badly yet still seeking wisdom. Well, we always are, even when we're thinking bad. Yeah, they were huge back in the day, but there's no accounting for the public's taste. Yeah, I if I ever like see them in like the quarter bin or something at like the music store, I'll grab an album just to see, make my own mind up for it. Because I don't know, I haven't really listened to any of their off radio stuff. So, and even back then, I really wasn't listening to the radio too much. So, after all, Wonder Bra. Yeah, I forget what chords they play on that, but I was just playing with the B there. And by now you should have somehow realize what you got to do. Yeah, I won't knock anyone that makes it, you know. At least they're musicians. I'll give them that. As opposed to, like, modern music, right? With machines and auto-tune does all the work. You have, like, one producer in the entire studio might know anything about music, and then everyone else is just there for looks and, you know, occasional overdub vocals. I wonder how much is the shipping going to cost to get... I don't know if they have distributors over in England. Does it have to get shipped overseas? The At Games Legends? Because it costs $100 to ship over here. So I can only imagine how much it would cost to ship overseas. But if they have distributors over there, which they should, I'm sure they're all made over there. So, gotta go late here. You have to subscribe. Noel still performs with Flying Birds, does massive tours. Yeah, I know, it's really late there. So, if you're in London time, you're, 2:45 or so? So, I understand. I appreciate you swinging in at all. And thanks for subscribing, too. Yeah, it was I forget the other guys. It was the two Gallagher brothers, right? I can't remember. I always think of Sledge-O-Matic, but you want to make an appearance for bed? Well, you made it. Thank you, sir. Free for delivery? Wow, that's a steal. Cost me $100 to get mine delivered, and I'm stateside. Now they probably have a local distributor, so because I don't think they ship it overseas for free. But I'm glad you got it for free, because it's an expensive unit. So, but it's really, you'll see when you get it, it's heavy. It was a beast. I got it downstairs myself and put it together. So, not always fun to do. That's part of its charm. 145, I'm off. Other is Liam, and he is... Sorry, I got this... Oh, he is mad as a box of frogs. Yeah, he was the one that used to, like, wig out during the tours, right? So... It shows you how much I know about him. I just remember the Gallagher name. It's funny, I remember Noel because he was the guitarist, right? So he's the one that actually had the talent. But not saying that all guitarists are the only ones with the talent in the band. But if Steve, the other Steve, was still on here, he'd tell you it's the drummers. But because, yeah, you get off the bed. Both you guys, Steve and Kaz, get off the bed. I know it's late for you, and I really do appreciate you swinging by this unannounced stream. Operation I reckon for you, Max Apache Assault goes wrong. Animated the operations room. Dave, did you recall this event? No, I do not. Even though I was in OIF, I didn't even pay much attention to stuff going on back then. I just kind of kept my eyes where I was, you know. But I appreciate the new viewer, by the way, and that's awesome. And sleep tight, everyone out there in YouTube land. I did kind of miss doing the show. You know, I've been doing it for years. But make sure all your bell buttons are support of at least one major superpower so that you can lean on them when rival bell buttons try to steal back what you have rightly stolen from yourself. Exactly. I'll tell you, it's like I need United Nations of YouTube now just to keep track of what's going on with my stuff. But I hope everyone else in Chatland's doing well. And I was out driving today. Jackson, weren't you on a show tonight? Maybe you are right now. Maybe you're getting ready to go on a show. I don't know. Hope it went well. I saw a picture of Bill Miller, your arch enemy, on I think Instagram earlier, posing in front of an airplane like the attention hog that he is. But, yeah, so you probably heard my Marvel over there going on crazy. I got the Marvel Superheroes cab today, and I'm very excited about it. Had to drive 4 hours round trip to get it, but the laughing hour of Alexander Roshenko. Poor guy. They got some interesting people to play him. They actually got, what's his name? One of the most, like, recurring actors in Trek. Something Sloan. I'm trying to remember his name. He was in the episode of The Defector. Sloan? He's like my favorite actor in Trek, like, for the side characters. I'm going to have to look it up now. James Sloan? Man, I can't believe I forgot this. I think it's Sloan. Yeah, I think it's James. Yeah, James Sloan, and but I think he played Alexander, the old Alexander, in like the season 7 one. I think it was. I'll have to look it up now. All right, takes too long to look through his list of accolades, but let me see if I can't look it up through the show. I think it was in season 7 when they did that one, and I'm pretty sure it was him. Let me look. 7. And Steven says it wasn't all that good, that's for sure, but well, there's a couple of good episodes. Okay, I think it was Firstborn. Let me check. Season 7, episode 21. Yep, James Sloan. So, interesting choice on that one. Yes, he was the doctor that found Yodo. Yeah. I loved his performance as Admiral Jarek. It's like one of my favorite episodes, The Defector. I think it's season 3 or 4. Maybe 2 even. No, I think it was 3 or 4. But he was that doctor. He's been in, like, I think at least 4 of the series. He was in season 1 of Voyager. I remember that. He was maybe not season 1, but he was the guy that basically built the bomb that wiped out Neelix's planet. And he was come by to try to treat Neelix. So whatever season that is. So he's been, like, all over in the series. But he's had some really good roles. In fact, I think he was also in Enterprise. Now that I think about it. I can't remember exactly where, but I think he was. Usually he's an alien of some kind. There are 2 kinds of women, all the others than Heather Thomas. Well, good old sweet Heather. Just ask the Fall Guy, right? Season 3, the best season. Yeah, that's what really came together. Season 3 was just so solid. The whole season was really good. Good writing, good character development, creepy Geordie. It was all there. Yeah, but that's one of my favorite episodes, The Defector. I love that one, and Sloyan's a big reason why. Is he still alive? See, he's born. It says he's born in 1940. Doesn't say that he's not alive. Okay, let's see. He played multiple memorable roles in Star Trek. The roles were touching and sympathetic characters. Next Generation, he plays the Admiral. Yep. Appreciate Worf's son Alexander. Yep, I remember that one. Deep Space Nine, the scientist who taught Odo. Yeah, that was a good episode too. That's when Odo got his mojo back. And the scientist in Voyager destroyed Neelix's homework. Yeah. For some reason, I thought he was in Discovery. Not real well known outside of it, but he's got tons of acting credits to his name. He's trying to give Jeffrey Combs run for those most guest roles. Yeah, well, he's doing pretty well, except for Jeffrey cleaned up in Deep Space Nine between Brunt and Wei Yun. It's kind of hard to beat that, right? And Combs nailed both those roles so well. In fact, they didn't have a bad Wei Yun. They had lots of good ones. Yeah, good old creepy Geordie. He was just creepy all around, man. Whether intentional or not, it's how it came off. And now, once you start noticing it, you can't unnotice it, right? And he was getting on Wesley about girls in the really good episode too, where Sarek starts to lose his mind, and he's making fun of Wesley about dating. It's like, well, you're one to talk. Jordy upset. You weren't supposed to read that. Yeah, please don't talk the card. You're supposed to read that. You're not supposed to see what I was doing in there. It's like, oh, and he even admitted that he fell in love in there. And when he was making fun of, not making fun of, when he was riding Barkley in Barkley's first episode, he's like, I even fell in love in there once, but I knew when to shut it off. He didn't delete the program though, did he? After he fell in love. Creepy, creepy Jordy. Don't read about that rainbow all the time. I think it was. Sorry, I'm looking something up for somebody. A message from somewhere else. Where was I gotta look that up. Now I forgot. It's hard to concentrate when I got two different chats going on. Oh yeah, I remember what I was doing now. Sorry about that. That was. That's not them. It was. Oh, I cannot remember what it was. Looking up. I gotta look at something else here. Maybe it was Tulsa. Let me try that. Oops. Wait one more second, guys. Whilst I look up something, because I'll forget otherwise. Found what I was looking for. Well, let me leave the message with them. There's that. Okay. Excuse me. She didn't realize that she had a guilty... Wait. She didn't realize that she had a guilty... I guess conscience to be intimate with a black man, loud jungle love. I don't know, guilty pleasure. I don't know. I don't know if they felt that in that time. I think she was just a little upset that someone was having fantasies about her. And it's like, you watch it, it's so bad. Jordy, when you touch the control panel, you're touching me. It's like, oh my gosh. I can't say I blame her, man. It's like, she's probably like, what is this perv doing in there? But I guess with these got too many tabs open here. All right. I think I'm caught up over there. It was just a guilty pleasure of his. Yeah, that's right. But the guilty pleasure might be over because I'll probably be wrapping the stream here pretty soon. An unexpected stream. It's almost like a Hobbit, right? Unexpected journey. This is an unexpected stream. I didn't know LeVar Burton had a take in wanting to be in what is called the golden age of porn, circa 1970s, 1980s. I don't know. Yeah, I know, right? With the holodeck. That just opens up for a rife of possibilities, but I'm sure Quark had most of those programmed in. Geordi probably did the programming for him. That'd have been a spin-off series. Geordi programs Quark's holodecks so he can get more of the perv clientele that he so lusted for himself. But I'm really curious how this is going to turn out. It's been so long since I've seen any of it, and I like the book so much, you know. It's just been so long since I've seen any of this. Oh, it's narrated by Orson Welles. I didn't know that. Okay. Sorry, I got a message from somebody. I don't know who it is. Or why. Looking up the comments right now. I've been thinking of getting that DVD. Yeah, I think I got it for $18. Brand new, sealed. So, what is it, 8 hours? 9 hours and 7 minutes. So you're getting a pretty good amount of value, right? I'm just curious, you know, for a TV movie, how good was it? You know? But that Geordi episode was ahead of its time. Yeah, they got ahead of like the OnlyFans right before it was the thing, right? plea of a frightened boy cannot change the will of destiny. Cain, I command you to die. Demon, and I command you to do nothing. Cain, Kung Fu, One Step into Darkness, Season 3. I had a buddy who was really into that show. So I've seen a lot of the episodes. I don't remember a whole lot about him. I think he had all... There's only, 3 seasons, was there? Was there more than that? I can't remember. It wasn't too many. And, there's some interesting things. You gotta love, like, the Master Po scenes, right? I've never seen... I saw, like, the first episode or something, I believe, but this was back in, like, 85 or... I don't remember. It really wasn't for me back then. So I really don't remember it at all. So, no, I guess technically I've never really seen it. I mean, technically I've seen it, but I don't remember. So I thought it was well done. But then again, what did 19-year-old Jackson know at the time? Probably a heck of a lot more than 6-year-old Dave did. To get 3 seasons, Kung Fu was so great. Yeah, I had some moments. It was such a different show, right? And interesting casting. Yeah, a lot of the plots were kind of ridiculous and contrived. I mean, it's TV. What do you expect to be from a show about a wandering Shaolin monk in the Great West, right? So, yeah. Good old Carradine and all. Yeah, just weird. It's not even there. The message is gone. I don't know. There was weirdness that I was getting there. Looks like it's fixed itself, whatever it is, though. I want to see Kung Fu again. That came out during the Everybody Was Kung Fu Fighting. And there's actually a Star Trek tie-in there because Diane Muldaur, Dr. Pulaski fame, was one of his love interests in one of the episodes. And she was a manipulative woman, as I recall. I remember that well. I also remember, what was it, David Zerb? Might remember him as the blind bad guy from See No Evil, Hear No Evil, and one of the lead vampires, I think, from the original I Am Legend, or Omega Man, the Charlton Heston classic from the, was it early 70s? I think it was early 70s. He was like a Mennonite in that show, so there's a lot of like semi-famous guest stars in that show. Now, a minute, Jackson. Tell us honestly. Did you actually have a bottle of High Karate in your medicine cabinet? Inquiring minds want to know. Shogun, I saw on TV. I thought it was rather dry, and this is from a guy who loves Space 1999, which is dry. We'll see. Like I said, I just don't remember, and I love the book so much. I figured I'd give it a try. It's gonna be such a hard book to put to film, right? There's a lot of unspoken. Most of the dialogue is inner, you know. But anything with Toshihiro Mifune has got to be good, right? That'll make you get some bonus points in my book. So she sold elixirs. So that was she did. I can't remember what she was, but I remember she was like a confidence woman, right? And she was like manipulating Cain pretty bad in the episode. They had 2 doctors that were in 70 shows that were canceled pretty soon, right? You had Diane Muldaur and the one I think of Kung Fu, and then you had Jane Seymour in Battlestar Galactica, right? Bruce Lee was super popular those late 60s and early 70s, yeah. He was. And karate got real popular after Karate Kid. And dojo started popping up like crazy. No high karate in my cabinet. That's why the girls didn't come running. Hey, I had Jovan Musk, so I can't say nothing, but I just think, I wonder what a bottle of that goes for now. Let's see. eBay, give us your secrets. Let's see. I think it's High Karate. High Karate Cologne. Here's a High Karate Original Scent Men's Gift Trio. Cologne, shave cream, and bath soap from 1966 for $130. Aftershave, $170 for it. empty bottle of it is $23 just for the bottle. Trying to see if they actually have any cologne in the bottle. Let's see. There's another Musk Cologne High Karate for $90. Oh, here's a bottle. High Karate Original or Anal Spice Cologne, 4 ounce. It looks like a new bottle. New by Original is $170. Here's another one for $90. So yeah, you'd be sitting on a little bit of liquid gold if you had invested in High Karate back then and didn't use it. She was a dancer with the guy who was a hunchback. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I saw it ages ago with a cologne that only the old ladies will come running or walking fast. They're walking. Hey, they got pensions to work with, right? Most of their husbands are dead, so there you go. Beating them off with a stick, your walking stick. If you recall, I did send you a Kung Fu clip like yesterday. That series went deeper than the episode series. It has aged well. Most of like the dialogue was really good. Like was it Mako and the guy who played Master Po? Like, just I don't know. Well, I guess sound trite and contrived. It really doesn't, and it seems very profound. A lot of what they're talking about, and it's like, man, this seems like an interesting place to live, right? When you can remove the pebble from my hand, it'll be time for you to leave. Was it Master Khan? I think it was Khan, yeah. Yeah, the only thing that didn't age well was the choreography. Choreography. That's just TV, you know. You have to do what you got to do. You know, and plus, if you move too fast, they didn't have the sophisticated cameras like the movies, so they couldn't just run it in slow, I don't think. And slow the frames down as easily, so they had to slow down the fight choreography. But that's like the least important part of the show, right? Master Khan. You want me to do the Khan thing, don't you? I can't. My voice is gone, but Khan. I do have the clip though. I could play that. Mixing chefs. William Shatner approved. No, Patrick, do not ask me that. I don't even remember the interview at all. I just remember being there. I don't remember what got talked about. Like I said, I don't rewatch my stuff really, so it is curious. I am curious of what got asked. Maybe I'll have to rewatch it. See if it was any good. Did I deport myself well? Oh, man. Throat's going. Been a rough couple weeks. I've been sick. It was hard teaching, which I did last week. But you get through it. Shatner's probably in an episode of Kung Fu as a monk. It seems like a place he should have been, right? I mean, he had to make the rounds. You should rewatch it to see what he had to endure. I don't know. He didn't want to ask questions. It was too long, and too. Most of my interviews probably wind up being that way. I've known I had some kind of cold flu for 3 weeks now, regretting thinking getting over it. Man, I have literally been sick for over 2 weeks, and it just will not go away. My throat doesn't hurt like it used to, but it's man, oh man, like just congestion and coughing. I mean, more than usual for me, and just this, I don't know, this lethargy about me. I don't know what I have, but my wife has it too, so it hasn't been fun the last 2 weeks. But I mean, it's not debilitating anything. It's just lingering, you know. Saps your faith. I got to talk about my faith. Well, good. Not sap my faith. It saps your energy. I mean, but don't get to talk about it very much. Or I could have to up that interview in 10 minutes. You should have. I don't know how long he wanted to go on. I don't know if that's longer or shorter than his normal ones. He didn't give me a time limit. Used to be when I did the interviews, I'd try to keep them under an hour if I could, or hour or under. But I told them, it's like, how long do you want to go on for? I'll tailor my questions. So, but I tend to go on, so not much you can do about that. On his end, anyway. I guess he could have just cut me off, but. Excuse me. Oops, wrong page. There we go. Had to get the stream pulled back up. But anyway, speaking of wrapping up here, I think I'm going to do that myself. It's been an hour, so that's about the sweet spot for these shows. Don't get me wrong, you talked about your faith is fine. However, he didn't know where to go from there to make it interesting. It was like he hit a dead end. Maybe. See, I always scripted my interviews. So, for good or for ill, it mostly kept me focused. I wouldn't be afraid to go off topic or whatever, especially, follow the conversation. But I always had a list of questions I was going to ask to help keep me focused. I wouldn't ramble as much, as I tend to do. So, it helped me keep time, Everyone does everything different, so. I don't think anyone else. I've done 2 interviews with people. Like, people have asked me to do interviews with them on YouTube since the beginning. So maybe I need to be more brief. I don't know, but I'm not big enough presence for anyone that would want to interview. So, but yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and get back to my Friday night. But I'm glad I could get back and talk with everybody again. I know I've been a scarce presence, and I'm still deciding on my YouTube future. See if there's going to be anything, but it's not for lack of a great audience. So I do thank you for coming in tonight, especially since I didn't advertise I was going to be on. And there's a good list of movies there to watch for the holidays. Wonderful Life, that's always on the top. Yep. Screw you. Die Hard, of course. Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah, I'm just not like a holiday movie kind of guy, so that's just not me. But you seem to have a pretty good list there, so go with that one, right? For anyone who's watching, Merry Christmas to you too, as well, Mr. Radkirk, and Merry Christmas to everybody out there in Chatland. I won't be on again before Christmas. In fact, I don't think I'll be on again before the New Year. If I'm on next week or not, I'm not sure. But I do want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. I want to wish everyone a blessed New Year, and I want everyone to remember what Christmas is really all about. It's hanging on my wall right back there about the birth of a Savior. And let's never forget that he came to save all. So I certainly won't, and I hope you guys won't too. And I really do appreciate everyone for stopping in. And if you're watching on replay, thank you so much for that. And for any viewers, I appreciate that as well. And I'll try to at least put out a video explaining why I'm not doing YouTube right now. In the near future, it's hard to even want to fathom the energy to do that. But eventually I'll have to do something. So anyway, thanks again for coming in, guys, and we will talk to you all